With the world on decline, it's an uphill battle every day that I grind. Wouldn't wish this life on no child of mine. The red pill bottle, the only thing that shines.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Rocket Man, and we are discussing the song Decline. So, Rocket Man, what was your motivation to make the song Decline?
Yeah, so I think my main motivation for this was quite literally just scrolling through social media and seeing so much divide between people nowadays.
Okay,
Specifically some like podcast content where I've seen people walk off the set after their beliefs don't line up with one another. But
sure.
honestly, we're all entitled to our beliefs and opinions and whatnot, but it makes me sick to see the crime rate increase in this world as well.
Yeah,
So I touch on that quite a bit, and I understand that there are a lot of people in poverty that don't know a way out of it because it's been a reoccurring issue within their family for generations and generations. But then some of those folks will also work their backs off in order to make a wage just to make ends meet. Yet again, there's also people who will take advantage of those and do illicit things to make their ends meet. And it's just a vicious cycle that I've been
mm,
seeing as I've grown up in this world.
no, well, so are there any verses in your songs that kind of point towards that you talk about?
Yeah, so I'm hoping that they can grab something from my verses in the song and really apply it to their own life. Specifically the last chorus, which is, I've been coming up with the world on declines. I could take a step back every time that I try to make my words known to lighten up the cries, to let the world blow or stop below the cry. And it's fairly self-explanatory, but as an individual, I feel personally like it's my responsibility to make the people around me in my circle not only feel special, but that they're cared for and that they also don't need to turn into something that they're not just to make ends meet.
Yeah, no, I mean that is good. I mean that is a good message to push forward. Just saying that you don't have to do you don't have to go. I just what I want to say so far just to do something like you don't. It's hard for me to explain. It's like you don't need to rob somebody to get like $50. It's like get a quick job and clock in for a few hours. It's just
Right, and
like
there's
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 other
definitely other ways
avenues
too.
there's
Yeah,
other
I mean,
avenues
like,
rather than taking it to an exaggerated level.
sure thing.
So
And also, asking out. I know that's very personally, it's very hard for me to ask for any help, especially
yeah.
financially. I've
Mhm.
been to the point where I've slept in my car for a couple days just because I couldn't make ends meet. And like to that point is I mean like you can ask people for help. I ended up getting taken in by these one folks after I told them the situation that I was going through. And basically what I want to say is that there are people that will understand your situation in this world and that again, you're not alone. Um, Another verse from the song that I do want to talk about
Sure.
is the war ain't worth getting eaten up by fleas. And this kind of ties into Lab Made, which drops tomorrow.
Ooh,
Um,
I see. I haven't heard that yet, and I'm ready to do that interview already.
sure. Yeah, I've teased it a couple times and I'm getting some pretty big support on that one, which we'll dive into that one further
Hey,
tomorrow.
yeah, just
Um,
stay tuned for it. Stay tuned for it.
Yes, yes, indeed. Now,
Um,
this line doesn't mean that I don't appreciate and support people who put their lives on the line for our freedom, but
sure.
dives more into the government side of things. The next line after that one is the world getting burned, but our minds are at ease. Is it worth it for you to care? I just say please. I just say please. And this speaks about people not paying enough attention to the right thing that's going on.
Oh, sure.
And
Yeah. I mean, people's minds are
I think
everywhere. I
that
mean, so because there's
right.
a lot going on like in the world. Like I mean, you can focus on one tiny thing or just many different things. So it's not like there's like there's like I mean with like a phone, is you can just get distracted and you constantly get distracted. So I mean,
Mhm.
yeah. So I mean, focusing is a lot harder to do nowadays. I think with like technology everywhere. So
Sure thing. Especially because like when I was growing up, we would always watch the news in the morning before we went to school, before my parents went to work.
hmm
Or even, after Saturday morning cartoons during breakfast, we would always watch the news. And I don't remember the last time that honestly, I've woken up and watched the news because I don't have TV anymore. You know, we all have these streaming services and
Yeah.
whatnot, and then it's up to us to, you know, check Twitter or like any news stations,
Yeah, watch some
websites or
podcasts or
whatnot.
something,
So
like,
it's
go out of your way to look. You have to go out of
there's a
your
lot of
way.
things that are unnoticed that are going on. Obviously, a lot of shootings. And you know, with this song, I just kind of I'm just trying to make something work for this world and put my energy into just becoming more of a community as a whole.
Hmm. Yeah, like it's being more of a peaceful push, type of thing. Um,
Definitely. Yeah, this song is genuine. It comes from the heart. It comes from the struggles that I've seen, you know, like I've had some friends, like I said before, that were stuck in that loop of what am I supposed to do because there's so many people around me that haven't been able to come up financially. And so do I just choose the quote unquote easy way that has a lot of risks and can possibly hurt other people
hmm
within it, not just violent crimes or whatnot, like if you're selling something that might make someone overdose, or
Yeah.
because that's the way that the black market works nowadays. But nonetheless, not to dive too far into that, Nick, what was your favorite part of Decline?
Yeah,
Because I had sent you a
I was gonna
copy.
say that. I was gonna say it because like I've heard it and it's one of my favorites. So I'd say this the piano in the beginning is just like it throws you into a whole like, oh, okay, like, cause it's like it's brand. I mean, it's not brand new. Like, I like piano music sometimes. Like, you call me lame, but look, I like piano. I love piano. So
Mhm.
like hearing that is, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to hear it now. Cause if I hear piano, I'm wanting to hear it. So I like that, and then I like the overlapping voices, and at the end, there's a good speech at the end, and then at the very end, so if you will listen all the way, at the very end, the music fades out, but he's still talking, so it just seems like it's like the song is not over yet, like it's still
Mhm.
going. It's kind of
I
how I see it.
I do give a small speech at the end, which actually wasn't originally what I intended for the song, but I had written all this out like maybe 3 months ago, I think, and wasn't too sure if I was gonna post it or not or whatever. But basically, I want to see the world change for a better. And like I had it all written out. Just I found the beat maybe like 3 weeks ago now and recorded it. And like you said, feel like that piano kind of, you know, lets the story unfold
Yeah,
because
it puts you in the
that's
mood
what it is.
of like just like wanting to hear it. There's something about that instrument. It's like you just want to keep hearing it. It's just because I mean, piano sounds good to me at least.
Definitely. And then if you guys have heard my previous rap music as well, I do quite a bit of rapping on there as well as singing, as I did earlier in the interview.
Yeah,
So just wanted to say thank you guys for checking us out and sitting through this little bit longer of an interview and learning more about why I write, why I push this music, why I don't stop grinding this out. It's because I want to see a better world and I do not want to raise a child in this current state.
I'm just trying to get my voice heard. Please listen to my speech, only a couple of words. I'm not sharing my feelings to get the world heard. So take my message and fly it like a bird. Put this message in a bottle and float it overseas. The war ain't worth getting eaten up by fleas. The world getting burned, but our minds are at ease. Is it worth it for you to care? I just say please. I just say please.